Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you for coming, and we are having a small Bhagavad Gita class. As every day we read one verse from the Bhagavad Gita and read the purport and explain the verse. So we talk about this verse, and then you can ask any questions if you have. So we'll start with a small kirtan and then go on to the class. Ya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallava Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallava Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachariya Jamuna Tira Banachariya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol. जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर रसत अभाय चरण रविंद्र भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर रसत श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद ठाकुर की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्णा गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवदी धाम की जय, गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, सामावेता भक्तवृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। ऑल ग्लोरीज असम डिवोटीज, all glories to Asam devotees, all glories to Asam devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga Lord Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading. Thank you. So Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 69 and 70. So I will read the verse, the Sanskrit, and then the translation. There are two verses, 69 and 70. It's very short. There is no purport, I think. We have only the translation and recitation of the in Sanskrit. Na cha tasman manusyesu kast. It's not there? 69 and 70. Yeah? This is 70, so we are doing 69. 69 and 70. Yeah, first I will read 69 and then 70. And then explain. So 69 is Na cha tasman manusyesu kanchin me priyatamaha bhavita na cha me tasmad anya pritayo bhuvi na cha tasman manusyesu kaschin me priyakritamaha bhavita na cha me tasmad anya priyataro bhuvi na cha tasman manisyesu kaschin me priyakritamaha kavita na cha me tasmad anya priyataro bhuvi. Somebody want to recite? Na cha tasman manisyesu kaschin me priyakritamaha bhavita na cha me tasmad anya priyataro bhuvi. Na cha tasman manisyesu kaschin me priyakritamaha bhavita na cha me tasmad anya priyataro bhuvi. Somebody else? Na cha tasman manisyesu kaschin me priyate tamaha Itata me tasmad nya priya priyo to me. Okay, I will not read word by word. I will just read the translation. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. Okay, so we don't have purport, so I will read the next verse, 70. Adhyayesyate cha ya imam dharyam samvadam avayo jnana yadyena tenaham istasyam iti me mati Adhyayesyate chaya imam dharmyam samvadam avaya jnana yajnena tenaham istasyam iti me mati. Adhyayesyate chaya imam dharmyam samvadam avayo jnana yajnena tenaham istasyamiti me mati. Is it right? Adhyasyate tamam imam dharmam asane avayo nam ame jami yasyate tam imam dharmam samavyayava anayamena tenaham istasyamam iti me mati. Okay, I read the translation. And I declare that he who studies this sacred conversation worship me by his intelligence. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanan Salakaya Chakshuranmitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manubhistam Statanam Nabhitale Swayam Rupasamayam Sadati Samunitam Namo Vishubhadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Tiyamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Vishesha Swanyavadi Paskasyaji Satani Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vanchakarvatarubhyasya kripasindhubhyasya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namaha. So this is a very, very important verse here. This last chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, perfection of renunciation. So it is very, very important because Krishna, he explains the meaning of renunciation. In this chapter, he explains the meaning of renunciation, the effects of the modes of the material nature. He explains the glories of the Gita itself and the ultimate conclusion of the Gita. So, if you read the last verses, Krishna is saying, Sarva dharman parichaja, ma mekam saranam bhaja, aham tam sarva papebhyo, mokshaisyami ma suchaha. That's coming at the end, that abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I will protect you from all sinful reactions, do not fear. So Krishna, he frees one from all sins and make one become eligible and to come back. He enables one to come back to him, to his abode, back to Godhead. That's the verse is saying. So this Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between Arjuna, Krishna's friend, devotee, and Krishna. Krishna is explaining Arjuna all sorts of questions and all his doubts and make it clear to him. And this is the Bhagavad Gita. So in this verse, Krishna is saying that there is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, and nor will there be more dear. So, to become dear to Krishna, who wants to become dear to Krishna? You want to. Everybody wants to become dear to Krishna. So, to become dear to Krishna, we have to preach. We have to preach himself to that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he is a enjoyer, he is a controller. We have to become a servant of Krishna. We have to preach about everybody. Whoever we see, we talk to him about Krishna, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is a verse in this chapter 10, 8, says Krishna, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matha sarvam pravartate iti madhva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. That Krishna is the source of all material and spiritual world. Everything emanates from him. And the wise who knows this worship him with all his hearts. So the wise are the devotees, those who have become a servant of Krishna. So he says they worship him with all their hearts, and do service for him. There is another verse here, same chapter, 10, 12, 13. Krishna saying, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavam, Purusham Sasvatam Divyam, Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum, Ahus Tvam Sarva Rasaya Sarve Devasin Narada Tatha, Asito Devala Vyasa, Swayam Chaiva Urvasi Me. Krishna's, Arjuna said, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate about the purest and absolute truth. You are the original person, unborn, and all the sages like Asita, Sivala, Asita, Devalus, Vyasa, they are all confirming this. That's the chapter 10, Bhagavad Gita, verse 12 and 13. This is also proving that Krishna is the absolute truth, the Supreme Personality of God. Asita, Devala, Vyasa, these are the sages who are confirming. Okay. Another verse is that in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, chapter 3, verse 28. Ete kamsa kalapumsa, Krishna tu Bhagavan Swayam, Indriyari Vyakulam Lokam, Mirjanti Yuge Yuge. Krishna is saying above all the incarnations, incarnation as a plenary process of the Lord, Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. So there are so many verses in the Bhagavatam, in the Bhagavad Gita, saying that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he is the controller. Now Krishna has two dharmas. He is the enjoyer, and he is the very, very compassionate, very, very dayalu, very, very kind to everybody. He is a Rasik Shekhar. Now, so one has to preach this gospel of Bhagavad Gita. Then Krishna becomes very pleased. Krishna has created all these living beings, the living entities, so that they can enjoy with him. You see, Krishna does not want to leave them in the material world, but he has to create a material world because they want to come here and enjoy by themselves. But they are suffering. They left Krishna from the spiritual world, come here, and they are suffering. One verse is there in the 15th chapter, verse 7. Mamai vamsi jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana mana indriyani vyaloke tasmat tartiti sarvati. Krishna saying that all these living entities are my part and parcel, but due to conditioned life, they are suffering. And they are suffering, why? Because of these their six senses, which includes the mind. The mind of a living entity, the mind of a person, that's making him suffer more. The mind is always chanchal, doing this, that, and always opposite. The mind will never tell you to do right thing. And as soon as the mind tells you to do this, you've done it and you suffer, and then it gets away. The mind gets away. And I didn't tell that to you to do it. Why have you done it? You have noticed that. Something you do wrong, and then you start suffering. How? Why did I do that? Well, who told me to do that? Why did I? The mind. So we have to control the mind. You see, we have to control the mind. That's why in the morning we rise up early, the devotees rise up early, and chant Krishna's name. That's the way of controlling the mind. So, Sri Radha Gokulananda ki, Sita Ram Lachman Hanuman ki, Gorantai ki jai. So that is a reason for preaching. That's why we preach, because the living entities are all suffering. You see, there is no love, cooperation, there is no trust among human beings nowadays. Nobody can trust anybody, and they are suffering. So in that way, there is no enjoyment. There is no enjoyment. Only you can enjoy with Krishna. There is no enjoyment. Everybody is suffering. Whoever is there, rich, poor, somebody has 3 houses, 4 houses, but is still suffering. More anxiety. He has to look after them. The house to maintain, so much expenses are there, bills are there. So in that way, he has anxiety. Sometimes you go to India, you see the rickshaw people, they are working whole day. But they eat in the evening, relax, and sleep very well. But these people who have 4 houses, they don't sleep. The more money they have, they are afraid somebody will steal the money. You see, the business people, they never sleep. Always worrying what is going to happen, this is going up, the currency is going down, and this and that. Always anxiety. But the rickshaw person, he's eaten well, he's worked whole day in his rickshaw, and he sleep well. And the next day, he's waking up and telling everybody, Radhe, 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 very happy. So what is the use of having all these riches and you see, suffering? The more you have, the more you suffer. Some people have worked hard, and at the age of 60, 70, they go to see the doctor. The doctor say, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, because your blood pressure is going up. So even he has the money, he can buy so many things, but he cannot enjoy. He cannot eat. As soon as he put more sugar, his sugar is gone up. Blood pressure is gone up. So he has to run to the doctor, and the doctor give him a lot of medicine. And that's another problem. He got side effect. So in that way, people are suffering. This is Kali Yuga. People want to enjoy only. Go to the restaurant, go to the pubs, drink. The children come from school, they are not doing any bhajan or anything, just watching the TV, and go to bed late, and next morning waking up late. And that's the way In that way, their life is short. They are always quarreling. People are always quarreling, and they are always disturbed and misguided. They're always misguided. So in this way, people are suffering. You see? So that's why we have to preach. That is a reason for preaching people. You know, this Krishna conscious movement is a greatest welfare activity. One has to preach. This is a reason, and there should be love and cooperation between one another. Some people become very envious of Krishna. Yeah. Who is Krishna? I can't, I don't want to worship Krishna. Who is Krishna? They don't want to, they become very envious of Krishna. Like the demons become demons and do all kind of bad things. As you see, even in India nowadays, there is slaughterhouses, killing cows. People are killing the cows, and so many bombs, nuclear bombs and all that are happening. So people have become envious of God. They don't know that there is God. They don't believe. Why should I? Why should I spend my time praying? It's no use. So they become demons. And what happens to the demons? Krishna kills them. Krishna comes to kill the people who are envious, and they are becoming demons and creating so much problem all over the world. So people are like that. Let's say an example we take. A child, when he grows up in a family, when he becomes teenager, he leaves the house. He wants to go. The father, mother, the parents, they have made him grown up, educated him, and then at the 18, 16 years, he wants to leave the house and go by himself. He says, I'm fed up. I don't want to stay with you. So the child goes and then back to suffering. He meets friends, enjoy, go to the pub, drinks, and like that suffer, do many, many wrong things. So that's why finally when he comes to a devotee or a sage or somebody from Krishna consciousness, and then he explained to him that you're suffering, go back to your father, go back to your parents. And when the parents see the child coming back, they welcome him. You see, the father, mother will welcome him. Even he's left them, gone away so many years, and when he come back, he's a child. They welcome him, tell me what you want to eat, embrace him, like that, and give him good food, say, don't go, why do you go? But he has suffered so long. He has suffered. So that's why preaching should be there to the people like that who are suffering. They become very distressed in the material world. So it's very essential. We have to have devotees, talking to the devotees. Guru, sadhu, and shastra. These are the things that we have to go through and give to people so that they don't go back in the material world and suffer so many things, and then when they get tired and they're fed up, and then they come back. So even that, Krishna is like that. He welcomes everybody, come back to me. Why you are staying in the material world? You will suffer. But we came to the material world just to enjoy by ourselves. And then we suffer. You see? But the devotees, I told you at the beginning, the devotees are wise. They stay with Krishna. is Krishna. Where there is Krishna, there is enjoyment. And you keep Krishna away, and then you go to suffering. This is the way. You want Maya then. When you are with Krishna, you are happy. But when you go to the on the other side, material world, Maya, then you suffer. This is the way. And so Maya wants to trap us like that in the material world. Yeah? We are entangled. We don't want to, go to Krishna's side. But as soon as we go to the Krishna consciousness, this is a movement is made Prabhupada all over the world. As soon as we join the Krishna consciousness movement, Maya gets away. Maya gets away from you, leave you. Because Krishna is protecting you. Now, as I said in the last verse, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, Mamekam Saranam Bhaja. As soon as you surrender to Krishna, Krishna will take care of you. Then there is no question of Maya. Then you become happy. And you stay with the devotees, as I said, sadhu, guru, sastra. You stay with the devotees, take prasad, and read the scriptures. That's all coming from Krishna. Read the scriptures, guru, have a guru. In that way, you do spiritual life. And you become happy forever. This is the way, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna sent his messengers to preach. Krishna himself, he preached. He sent his messengers. We have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, we got Prabhupada, all these messengers, he sent them to preach. When they preach to us, then we know. We read a book, then we know Krishna. You see, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave this mantra freely. And he met so many important persons, devotees, big personalities, sages. He makes them become devotees just by preaching this Mahamantra. Mahamantra is the greatest Mahamantra. You give somebody Mahamantra, this is the greatest treasure. His life will be changed. Everything will be changed. He will become more happy, blissful, more energy, and more capable to doing things in this world. This is the Mahamantra. Can you chant with me? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, the best method to preach is the books. Distribute books. Prabhupada, he has printed so many books. This is the best method to preach. You give somebody a book, he will just read one page. First page he will read and he will carry on reading. Because he's got knowledge, transcendental knowledge. Knowledge coming from God, Krishna. You see, this is the best way. Krishna says, Prabhupada says, what is the use of sitting down 1 hour explaining to them people this and but if you give one a book, sometime when he's free, he will read that book and he will get knowledge, transcendental knowledge. He will get knowledge which he didn't get anywhere, not in the university. People doing PhD, this, that, doctorate, and this and that. But this knowledge is transcendental knowledge, coming directly from Krishna. As soon as he reads one page, he will be wanting to read more and more. This is the way. The scriptures are. And you will know what to do in life. Not the university degree in chemistry or biology and this knowledge. That will not help you. Yes, you can get a job. You can get a job and you will be doing this job and earning money, so much money, but the transcendental knowledge you will not get anywhere. This you will get Prabhupada books from the Shastras. So these are like time bombs, Prabhupada says. Time bombs, the books. When you throw them to like bombs, the bombs are killing people. But if you throw the books to the people on the lap, they will get knowledge. And that's the way their life will be changed. So, Prabhupada, his spiritual master, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Maharaj, he said to Prabhupada, "You are so educated, young boy, go to the West and preach." And that's how Prabhupada came to the West, just taking the words of his spiritual master, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Maharaj. His guru, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati, he said, print books. And Prabhupada printed books. You see? He took his word and he come to the West and only printed the books. And that's how this movement is expanding all over the world, through these books. Yeah. Can you imagine if you didn't come to this temple, or you didn't come to get a book? That's why you come into the Krishna. Where will you be now? Just think, where will you go? Just to a corner restaurant or some engagement party or something like that. But you have come here to see Krishna, God. Krishna is giving us everything. Krishna is God. Krishna is protecting us. So you have done the right thing. You come to the temple to see Krishna. So by preaching, you can save this world. Prabhupada saves this world. The most sinful person can be saved. Because people are doing sins, they do not know they're doing sins. They do not know. Even eating, you have sin there. Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, verse 13. Yajna sistasina santu, musayante sarva kirbisai, bhajante te dvyagam papa, ye pashanti atma karanat. That the devotees of the Lord are released from all kind of sin because they eat food which is offered for sacrifice. The devotees are released from sins because they are offering this food to God, Krishna. And Krishna takes all the sins. And that's become prasad. So, when you are eating prasad, then you're free from the sins. But the other people, he says, but the others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment are verily eating only sin. They are only sin. Because that's the way their sin is increased. You know? But they don't know. They are eating. Yeah, I'm eating like others, everybody. But there is sin there. You have to offer this food for sacrifice to the Lord and eat prasad. You see, most sinful person, I don't know whether you have heard about Jagai Madai. You have heard anybody about Jagai Madai? They was the most sinful person. They was beating everybody in Navadvip, West Bengal. They were beating, quarreling everybody and drinking liquor, all kind of things, and they were beating everybody. Blood will come, and all kind of sins. But they even beat Nityananda Prabhu, who approached them. Nityananda Prabhu is the most a kind person, most merciful. So he approached them and they beat him and blood started coming. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with a chakra to kill them. Then Nityananda Prabhu said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "What are you doing? You have come to this world to preach, to make devotees. So why you want to kill them? Don't kill them." He was so kind that he told them, "Please don't kill them. Otherwise, just once they would be killed." So just by preaching, you can save so many people, sinful people. So these two, Jagai and Madai, they were saved. They were saved. So many we have seen in our Sampradaya that become preachers. Bhaktivedanta Thakur. Bhaktivedanta Thakur, he was a magistrate. He has a big family, and he was going every day to work. His magistrate, he was a big magistrate, and he was going every day by train to work. And when he come back, he was preaching Krishna consciousness. When he came back after work, he had created Namahata group, and he had printed so many books. So many books. He was a great preacher of this Krishna conscious movement. Then we have Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Prabhupada Thakur. He was a spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada. He also was great preacher. So many disciples all over the world. And he sent Prabhupada to the West. He said, if you have money, print books. If you have money, print books and distribute. So, if one becomes a servant of Krishna and preaches this movement, this Krishna consciousness, it's all about Krishna. You preach that Krishna is God, Krishna is a controller, we are just servants. And chant daily, chant his names. Then in this way, Krishna becomes pleased. As he's saying in this verse, there is no one more dear to me than one who preaches his glories, his pastimes. So this movement is there to enable people to become devotees of Krishna. And what the devotees do, they take the books and they preaches to everybody. Whomever they meet, they give a book. And in this way, when the people they get the book, they will read, and gradually they become devotees. And so, you have saved one person from becoming sinful and going back to hell and suffer, and you have preached to him and you have saved him, and he will go back to Godhead and have a joyful, blissful life forever, eternal. Because once you become devotees, you become eternal servant of Krishna, then you become free. You will enjoy eternally with Krishna in his abode. You will not take birth again. Taking birth again means again suffering. You have one suffered whole life, and you come back again to suffer again. You see, what is the point? So this life, this movement is made to elevate one to higher planets. higher planets. If you have still some desire, you have not completed in this material world, you go to the heavenly planets. You go to the heavenly planets, and there you enjoy. But you enjoy for how many years? Let's say 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, you enjoy, and then you have to come back again to this material world. You come back again here. But, as I said before, that first was saying, the wise are the devotees who engage in the service of Krishna, devotional service. And these devotees, they will never return back. Not even the heavenly planets. Not even the heavenly planets. They go to the spiritual worlds. And the spiritual worlds, you become like the Vishnu Dutas. I don't know whether you have seen the picture, where there is Ajamil and the Vishnu Dutas and the Yama Dutas. I don't know how you've seen that book. Yeah? If you see that book, you see the Vishnu Dutas, how they are. And the Yama Dutas, how they are. You see? So, you have to transcend this material enjoyment and go back to Krishna in his abode, where there is eternal enlightenment, eternal blissful life forever. So, as we have seen so many preachers on this line, Bhaktivedanta Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta, Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all were preachers, all servants of Krishna. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that even the grihastas, those who have houses, they can become preachers. So what you have to do is to have to share. You have to give books, talk about Krishna to other people. A grihasta, he earns money, so he can use the money in the service of Krishna. Krishna consciousness. Expand this movement. He can give some donation in Krishna's service, and like that he can preach. He can perform some kirtan in his house, invite some people, cook some food, offer to Krishna, and distribute. This is also preaching. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you, 9:27, that's verse, Bhagavad Gita. That's the saying that you do it for Krishna. And in this way, you are preaching. Even the grihasta also, they are preaching. It's not that the grihasta is becoming grihasta, is married, he has a house. No, you engage everything in Krishna's service. Everybody should become a preacher. That is a verse about. And Krishna is saying that one who there is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there be ever one more dear. So this is a way if you want to become a servant, a preacher of Krishna. Krishna is very dear. Thank you very much. Time is coming for Gaurarti. If you have question, please ask. And if you have comments, you have anything to add, please, and then we have Gaurarti in a few minutes. Thank you very much. Anybody wants to say anything? Okay then.
पकड़ के बैठा फिर भी बोलते आप गाओगे, पूछ रहे
ना पूछो।
माइक कोई आदमी पकड़ लिया फिर नहीं पूछा। 40 साल से यही पकड़ रहे हैं।